What kind of at-risk work environment do you work in? You work by yourself or you're with me?
I work with you.
What is that? Why are you at risk? What does that mean?
I work with the elderly.
You work with I'm the elderly?
Yes!
What the hell is that?
Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in, strap on.
And get ready for the wild ride.
Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
We are chatting about sex, and I think we should steam it up, Mother.
Let's steam it up.
This is Steam It Up, presented by Satisfyer, who makes some of our favorite wellness products, sexual wellness products, might add.
I like the way you added with your eyebrow raised.
We're going to steam it up by asking a question to you, you sneaky freak listener, and to my mother and myself, and Dale, our videographer and producer, who's sitting in the room.
Welcome, Dale.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so here's the question of the day. What is on your sex bucket list?
Now, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I want to hear what yours is first.
Okay.
Throwing it right back at you, kid.
I don't know why. I am obsessed with pole dancers.
I never knew this.
You had no clue. And I'm not even sure what it is that I like about them. I don't know if it's the athleticism.
It is.
I don't know if it's the fact that they're very sexual and they own their sexuality. It might just be that I want to be a pole dancer.
I'm going with door number 3.
You think I just want to be a pole dancer?
Probably.
So whatever the case may be, I would like to fuck in a room, maybe a hotel room with a fucking pole there, a very well sanitized pole.
Oh, no. How are you going to know if it's sanitized or not?
It might have to be at someone's home.
Are you going to
It has to be at a pole dancer's home who owns a fucking pole in there.
There are people that do that. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you knew this, but I took a pole dancing class.
You did?
I did. Did I tell you this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Well, the reason I say that is because it requires a ton of physical strength.
It does.
And I did not have any of it. So barely I can just turn around on the bottom of the pole, basically like, dancing around the flagpole, the maypole.
So I'm thinking my bucket list has to be a very skilled pole dancer.
Now, when Dees was working in the strip club, he said that he had this one girl that literally can climb like a monkey all the way to the top.
Yeah.
And swing around on the top there, like literally like she's in a tree.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for a monkey.
I want to fuck a monkey.
Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah,
you're attracted to monkeys.
That's my sex bucket list.
All right. Well, that was going to be mine too, so I guess I can't share anything else. No,
Monkeys.
just kidding. I started thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I've up until like the last 10 years or so, I always said, damn, I never ever was part of like group sex activity.
Yeah, you want that.
And I was thinking that if it's on the sex bucket list, do I really want to do it, or can I just put it on there and not really do it?
Like, is it just a fantasy that you can have
Fantasy
in
sex
mind?
bucket list. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what I'm wondering.
And what do you think it is?
Probably fantasy sex bucket list.
You don't think you'll ever end up doing it?
Chicken Little over here probably will not, but maybe, who knows? You can never say never.
I feel like you've said it enough that it's going to happen eventually.
It was just like one of my friends told me that she did it when she was like in her 20s, and I was like, damn, I wish I did that then.
What's the big deal?
I don't know. It's one of those, I want to one-up somebody.
I'm constantly going to these sex parties.
You never have had group sex. Come on, who are you kidding?
I've seen some shit.
I'm not talking about looking at group sex. That doesn't appeal to me at all. I'm talking about being a part of it.
If I had a partner, I could easily do it.
Okay, but have you done it yet?
I can't get one partner.
Then you guess that the group is very small.
This is
It's a very small
it's a group of myself. I'm in the I'm the group.
You yourself and I are the group.
Yes. Okay, so you want group sex. Dale, what do you want?
What's on your sex bucket or fuck it list?
Possibly like some big window action would be fun.
A
Like
window.
Someone sees you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like if you got like a whole wall of windows, like hey, like that'd be fun.
Like what I did in front of the Treasury building. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He knows that you fucked in front of the Treasury
How
building.
is it that you know these things?
The whole world knows you fucked in front of the Treasury
Oh
building.
my God! I
Classic
cannot
building.
believe it.
So there's a little voyeur. Oh, I guess it's exhibitionism, not voyeurism.
Yeah. Do you like to look at people through that window or just perform in front of that window?
I love window watching. That is big fan.
Big fan. I'm
Big
a huge fan of window listening. Isn't that crazy?
Don't you ever go to a hotel and hear banging going on in the next room?
I hear that fucking shit. I lived next to someone who
I
was
know.
fucking so loud twice.
And you were not happy about that.
One time it stopped me from sleeping. And the other time it also kept me up in a different way. Anyway, thank you for sharing that, Dale. I think a lot of people will resonate with that.
What do the little sneaky freaks have to say?
Okay, so let's go to the our
Before
little
you find the sneaky freaks, I want to explain to everyone how you can participate in our Steam It Up or Lube It Up segments. We have a text number,
310-356.
3920, and if you text us at that number, we will put you on the list, and you can participate in all these little lovely questions that we throw out at you.
That's right. We can text back and forth. It's a very delightful experience.
But we never really go back and forth, so don't worry about. We're not going to spam you with text messages.
So let's just dive into these listener answers. We're starting off real hot. David says, on my sex bucket list, fuck my ma.
Oh shit!
So that's good. We got a
That's starting off with a bang.
different
Literally.
interpretation of sex talk with my mom. Okay, Denise says sex in an elevator.
I've done that.
You've done it.
Done.
Is
I
it
wonder how
good?
many of this list I've done.
Oh God.
Is it good? It was literally in college after like one of the college like formal dances,
Yeah.
and Quaaludes probably were involved.
Definitely involved.
Dress was up in the air, probably involved.
Okay.
But it was kind of kinky and fun.
Is opening when people coming in.
Yeah, I think so. I think they realized what was going on and promptly left.
Holy shit. Dale, any sex in an elevator for you?
Not even close.
Me neither.
It's hard when you have masks on, I'm imagining.
Masks in the elevator?
Yeah, you're wearing a mask.
Yeah. Raylene says, I'm going to go with sex on the beach. It's probably not as romantic as it sounds, but I don't care. You're a sex on the beach, Mom?
Did it in a park, sort of in the sand, so I suppose that's similar to beach, but not really beach.
Dale?
No beach.
Me? No beach. All right, Raylene, go for that one. A prostate orgasm.
Oh.
I've heard good things, but my partner doesn't seem to want to go there. Frowny face. I thought about trying it myself, but hearing all the troubles Cam has had, I'm not sure if I can.
All right, fill the
That's
sneaky.
from the Magical Moose in British Columbia.
Oh my God, fill the sneaky freaks in on this.
Yes, I don't want to assuage the Magical Moose from getting a prostate orgasm. Just because I had some difficulties getting anything in my asshole doesn't mean you're going to have any difficulties.
Right.
A lot of people put shit in their asshole all the time.
As evidenced by many of the mom's news that we've had recently.
Exactly. I don't know why my asshole is so goddamn tight that it seems like not even. I don't know how shit comes out of it.
Okay, let me say something.
Huh.
It's regulated by your brain, and if you're not relaxed, you're not.
I am so relaxed.
You're not relaxed, and you're an anxious person. That means a tight ass. That's like anal retentive.
Okay, moving on. Rachel says she's interested in fisting, being tied up, pegging, sleepy sex / being woken up with sex. That's an interesting one. I've heard that a lot, actually.
Who's never done that?
What does that mean?
Your father was like, wake me up any time of day and night, whatever, I'm ready to go.
Like groggy sex?
Yeah, I mean, of course people have done that. That's
It's
like
pretty good.
That's
on our bucket list. What do you want?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to shame you for having that on your bucket list, but sleepy sex seems to be like not that far fetched of a sex bucket list.
It's a tricky one because you don't have consent. You know, you got to make sure you got consent ahead of time, I guess, before going to sleep or something like that.
Or you just smack them across the head and say, "Hey, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone."
Yeah, that's true.
All
right.
Sounds familiar.
She goes on to say, go to a play party, go to a dungeon,
This
being
girl's got-
flogged,
what, this-
bootlicking, eat pussy, be down by a woman in erotic hypnosis.
All right. The one that struck out is, what was that
It
about?
struck out? It stuck out to you?
Stuck out to me and struck out as well. Is bootlicking? What was that?
Bootlicking.
Okay.
You never heard bootlicking?
That's an S&M thing.
That's
I've never done that, and I never will do that.
You don't want to lick a boot. You don't want your boot licked.
Well, first of all, people walk in their boots on the ground
Yeah.
full of filth.
That's right.
Who
That's
the
what
hell wants that?
it adds to the whole
why don't you
thing.
show lick on the ground?
Get it.
What?
Get into this.
I'm asking you in your
It's a bucket list.
In your bucket list, would you put boot licking in there?
No way.
I didn't think so.
It's not hygienic for me. All right, Jody says, being intimate with another woman. I'm not sure, but probably not the norm for a 50-year-old woman.
I'm saying I go with that one too. That
You
could be
that's on your list, or do you
it's on
think
the
it's not
list.
the norm?
on the list. I think everybody should try that once. I've never done that, but it should be on everyone's list.
Cecilia says sex on a hotel balcony.
Did it?
What?
Oh yeah. Many times.
Many times?
At least two times.
The fuck? Why?
Sorry, because
How boring is your sex that you have to go on a balcony to
It
fucking
was-
to
excuse
raise
me,
the stakes
it was
at
on
a hotel?
my honeymoon.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You remember?
Let me
it.
explain what happened there. For my shower, someone gives me something that like a teddy that had like 25 different strings to put on. So I wanted to go put it on for your father, and it took me like literally like a half hour to try to figure it out. And I just gave up, and we went out into the balcony, and we said, "Oh, look at that! It's a beautiful view. Why don't we just have sex on the balcony?" So I took the damn thing off and had sex on the balcony. Memorable.
That is pretty memorable, and I'm glad you
Can
shared
share that with your
with
son,
with me,
and our
Dale.
and the thousands of listeners out there, little sneaky freaks that just heard some crazy shit.
Liz says bucket list. I mean, do you have time for this? We have time.
We're making time for you, Liz.
This new listener says definitely a 3-way with 2 girls, a midget, sex in every state. I would also love to try a sneak-a-roo. That's where you're having sex with a girl while blindfolded, and then her friend sneaks in and has sex with you too, and hopefully you never notice the difference or the swap. That's a fucking hilarious one.
I don't even know if that's a woman or a man speaking.
What does it matter?
I'm very confused as to what was going on there with the sneaking in there and
I guess
sneaking out.
you know what's interesting? I have a feeling usually the sneakeroo is you and a buddy want to fuck the same person. So you have sex with this person, and then in the middle of it, you swap out and someone else swaps in, and they're not supposed to notice. But it sounds like this person wants to be the one getting sneaked on. So he's fucking someone, and then suddenly it's a different person that he was unaware of.
I think I like that. I'm going to put that on my bucket list too.
You want a sneakeroo?
I think why not sneakeroo?
Okay.
I think that sounds like a pornoroo if you ask me.
We got another. This person says another one. Sex in front of people is cool. Not like an orgy setting, but like your friends just sitting on the couch watching.
I like that too.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I've definitely been in the room when someone else was having sex.
Huh. You didn't mind it?
I was doing my own thing. She was doing her own thing. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Okay.
I've fulfilled a lot of sex bucket lists.
Should I just rip through a bunch of these?
Yeah.
Okay. Jorge says a pansexual orgy. Alyssa says a threesome with 2 or more guys, 100%. Lisa says go to hedonism or have a surprise threesome where he goes in to take a shower and comes out of the bathroom with the room lit up with candles and another girl and I are naked in bed when he gets out. That's pretty fun. Tor says have sex. Come to the conclusion that I'm a straight demisexual and sex isn't particularly a priority for me. Last time was, 12 years ago.
Oh.
Says something about the quality of the show that I listen as much as I do. Oh, there's a little love for us at the end of that.
What was demisexual?
Demisexual is only feel sexually attracted to someone when they have an emotional bond with the person.
Oh, sounds familiar.
Who?
You.
No chance. I fuck anything.
What?
Yeah.
Who are you?
What?
And what did you do with my son? What?
I choose. I feel a sexual urge to anything.
It's different than what you fuck anything.
But then
So
choosing to actually let myself act on those urges is very different than.
Very similar to you trying
That's
to
different than
stick a
demisexual, I
dildo
think.
up your ass.
Okay. Megan says double penetration threesome.
Holy
I've
cow.
been double penetrated by a toy and my fiance, but I want 2 human males at once, please. Wow. Do you have any desire for DP?
With 2 humans? No, it's too much for me.
Too many dicks in one little kitchen.
Too many dicks in one little pot.
Mr. Bean says to have a tag team orgy every night all through the Christmas season. Gotta keep the balls all merry and bright.
Oh boy, Mr. Bean comes out with the winning statement.
What
of
the
day.
fuck is that?
It sounds like jolly old Saint Nick.
Alyssa says, role play, meet at the bar as an alter ego and see where the night takes us. I love that. That's pretty fun. We've heard that.
Did that.
You did that?
Yeah. Role play?
You show up at a bar, you pretend like you're a different person?
Yep.
You've done that?
Yep. D's and me.
You did?
Yep.
Why?
I think I saw it on like Modern Family or something like that. I tried to reenact it.
Esther Perel, I think, talks about this as well.
Yep.
All right. Are you still interested in this? We got several more.
Yeah, let's keep going.
We'll keep them going. All right. Yvonne says, oh my God, so many, LOL. Bukkake and a 3 or foursome.
Okay, we interviewed the man whore about bukkake. I don't have any desire for that. That cum and everything, cum all over the place. You're covered in cum. That's not getting in your eyes. It could hurt like shit. It stings.
It's a lot of semen flying around.
Yeah, it's like the last thing I'd want to do is be the recipient of the bukkake.
We also interviewed Chelsea Skidmore.
Oh
as a
yeah,
comedian.
she was part of that too.
She was also involved in the bukkake. We talked bukkake a lot on this show.
Yeah,
Yes, at this point, bukkake is old news to us.
it's talk about vanilla. It's boring.
Tom L., our resident 70-year-old sneaky freak who we love so much, says
Did you say 7 or 70?
70
I love it. He's
He
older than
says
me. There's a person out there older than me that listens to the show.
on his bucket list. Full bore anal.
Bore, like using a pig bore?
That BORE. I don't really know what that
not
means.
BOAR.
No.
Okay.
BORE, like he's boring a hole. Full bore anal. I actually would like to know what that means. I'm going to look that up real quickly.
This is going to come into my just a little preview of what's coming up next. Mom's News is going to have some of these same type of issues coming up.
Oh fuck! It just pulled up a bunch of porn. Do I have to watch the porn to get the definition over here?
What's it called?
Anal bore anal. Oh god,
Okay.
Here we go. We're gonna watch some
What?
fucking full bore anal on a busty female, right? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's much. There's no. God damn it!
All right.
There's no
Anal bore is where the person is consumed by the anus and taken into the rectum, colon, or stomach. Breast bore is where the person is consumed by the nipples and taken into the breast.
Consumed?
I don't
like-
know.
Going all the way in there. Not half-assing it. Like really
Full bore.
full bore.
Okay.
Like really getting up there, like to almost so it's coming out
yeah,
of your mouth.
He goes on to clarify. Actually, I should have just read this. We place some at the back door, butt deep penetration. FMF threesome with the F enjoying each other. All right, this guy has a very vibrant sex life.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Tom. Tony says, my sex bucket list is to have sex with Karen Lee, your mom, in Aspen for the weekend in the snow, hot tub, and every place we could do it at. That would be mine. I can die a happy man then. Te amo.
Thank you, Tony.
Why does he have to... He says... my sex bucket list is to have sex with Karen Lee, your mom.
In case you didn't
Like,
know
I didn't fucking know?
a different Karen Lee.
What the fuck is that? Thank you, Tony. God damn it. I hope your sex bucket list is never fucking resolved. Got Ciara, who also is looking for sex in the snow. What's going on with the snow?
That I can honestly say I would not be on my sex bucket list, nor has it ever been in my past.
Despite you having grown up and lived in Chicago most of your life.
I don't like being cold, Kim.
You don't fuck in the snow.
No.
You fuck in the snow, Dale? I obviously have not as well. Katie wants an orgy. Joseph says, sex with a really hot Karen from TikTok.
Oh, that must be me too.
Seriously, though, I have a friend really interested in receiving heavy impact play, and I'd like to have to see what my limits are in giving heavy impact. I don't need to hear this shit.
What does it mean sexy from TikTok? Like I'm not the same person?
He's flirting with you
Oh,
through our community chat line. I don't need that.
I'll take it.
Cassie, by the way, whose birthday just passed.
Oh, happy
birthday to Cassie.
One of our favorite sneaky freaks.
That's absolutely right. She's looking for breathing together, really purposefully connected sex, and learning how to practice tantric sex.
All right, that seems like right up your alley.
Cassie, I'm with you on all these things, and I really hope that this next birthday year brings you all those things. I think it's very tangible. That's great. Sage says, my sex bucket list would be one of the girls in the glory holes with my legs tied up and I don't know who is going to be inside me. All sizes and varieties. Sounds like a fun time.
I've seen porn with that.
You get tied up in the glory holes.
I never seen the tying up part, but like, definitely the glory holes.
So it's a hole that someone just sticks their dick in.
Yep. It's a fun thing to watch. I like it almost as much as Casting Couch.
Oh my God. You love that.
I like realistic porn.
That's realistic to you. Where is this going down?
I think it's like in one of the European countries.
The European countries.
Yeah. Like maybe, I don't know. Well, I can't remember.
I actually heard of a gay club
like,
around here that do that type of thing.
Oh, gay? I don't know. I just know that I've seen it in porn.
All right. Our final answer from Rachel. My husband and I have a timeline sex bucket list just to spice things up through the years. This year, go on a hike and have sex on a mountain. 5 years later, try butt stuff on him. 10 years later, get a sex swing. 15 years later, act out our most desired role play fantasies. And 20 years later, plan a trip to a fancy hotel with a bar, get ready separate, and wear something sexy. Go down to the bar and act like complete total strangers and go to our room like a heated one-night stand. Can you believe this?
That is adorable.
Oh, I love this. This takes the bucket list to a whole new level. It gives you a timeline for doing this.
I think she should do it all in 1 year.
Well, then I like that she paces it out.
Every 5 years, for crying out loud. Like,
that's great.
I would just say go. Let's speed that timeline up.
I love this.
Thank you all for sharing your
sneaky
sex
freaks.
bucket list with us. We really appreciate it, and I think you're all sound like a lot of sneaky freaks.
You are, and I want to give a special thank you to Satisfyer for sponsoring that segment.
Satisfyer, by the way, your products are amazing.
A big thank you to Satisfyer for sponsoring that segment of Steam It Up.
Satisfyer makes the most beautiful vibrators and air pulse stimulators with cutting-edge technology, and they make great gifts.
The holiday season coming up, folks. What are you going to give your partner?
I'm going to give them one of my Satisfiers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a very affordable, cutting-edge device, I'm talking ones that are app-enabled. You can connect to your iPhone, your Android, your iWatch, and then completely control the device from your phone.
Or give it to a partner to control.
Oh, that's the best.
So say you're long distance. This is a way you really can connect with each other.
Even if you're traveling.
Oh, yeah. For sure, traveling will be fun.
You can also do like some power exchange play when someone else controls your device for you.
Well, when I was in a long distance relationship, it was really difficult to be intimate, but this can make it so much more enjoyable.
Satisfyer really does make some of our favorite vibrators and air pulse stimulators at super affordable prices. We highly recommend this, especially if you're new to the vibe game and you're just looking for an entry point. This is tremendous.
That's a good point.
Satisfyer is offering our lucky listeners 30% off any Satisfyer when you go to satisfyer.com and enter code MOM30 at checkout. Again, if you're looking for one of our favorite new devices, go to satisfyer.com and use code MOM30 for 30% off.
Hey, sneaky freaks, take a moment to answer this question. How are you feeling today? Like, Cam, what would you say?
Stressed.
I'd say kind of exhausted. If the answer is anything less than great, it's time to learn more and demand better for your body. Take control of your health and well-being with an at-home lab test from Everlywell.
Everlywell offers affordable at-home lab tests that give you trusted physician-reviewed results.
So how does this work, you might ask?
Yeah, how does it work, Moot?
Everlywell ships your tests right to your door with everything you need for a simple sample collection. For example, I had to take a urinalysis one. Return the test to a CLIA-certified lab with a prepaid shipping label. Then your physician-reviewed results and insights are sent to your device in just a few days.
It's very easy, and it's especially good if you're trying to do an STD test, because it can be a pain to go and set up an appointment
And
get
embarrassing.
lab work done. But now with Everlywell, you can have it sent directly to your door, and they discreetly allow you to test for 7 types of STDs, all from the privacy of your own home.
This must be heaven for you.
I love this.
I took the sleep and stress test,
Yeah.
and I found out that I am not as stressed as I thought I would be.
Look at that.
But I do have issues with sleep.
We knew that for sure. And I'm glad that they gave you a little more insight around that. And for listeners of the show, Everlywell is offering a special discount of 20% off an at-home lab test at everlywell.com/mom. That's Everlywell, EverlywellWELL.com/mom for 20% off your at-home lab test. Everlywell.com/mom. That link is in our episode description.
So, Cam, what's going on in your life?
I am boosted.
Mazel tov.
I got the 3rd vax.
Yeah,
I'm ready to party.
I'm so happy because you were deliberating for like the last 2 weeks about this.
This is because I had some mishaps in trying to get the vaccine.
So when I asked for what's going on in your life, this is going right into Cam's doctor's visits.
There's not much going on besides the doctor's visits. I'm going to doctors. I'm getting frustrated, and that's about it.
All right, let me start by saying how my experience was with getting a booster and how different I'm sure it was than yours.
Okay.
I decided to go in and get the flu shot, and at the same time they said they can give you the booster. I said, no, maybe we'll wait another week and I'll come back.
Oh, so you had a double. Okay.
So I come back, and they gave me the booster. I felt shitty for a day or so, and then I binged about 20 episodes of Maid, and then I was fine.
Where'd you get it at?
Walgreens.
No problem. You walked in.
No problem. Walked in, walked out.
This is not the case for me.
Not the case. Anyway, how was your experience?
Well, I went to go get the COVID test because of the fucking tall guy that was fucking breathing on me with his COVID. Remember that?
Oh, this is when you went to your reunion?
Yes.
And the tall guy breathed all over you, and then he
And
said
told
he was
me
sick.
he had a fever and I should feel his head.
So ever since then, you were worried that you might have COVID.
Exactly. So, trying to keep this family safe, trying to
Oh,
keep Dale safe.
You're doing this for our family
I
and
went
Dale.
and got a COVID test.
Oh, how nice of you.
Yeah, I was feeling shitty.
What, from the COVID?
No, from probably my COVID or cold or whatever I had.
Okay.
And so, as I was getting tested, they said, "Do you want the vaccine?" And I said, "Are you looking at me? I'm sick. I'm just trying to find out if I got the fucking virus right now."
You said that to them? Where were you?
On the side of the road.
Why are you on the side of the road?
They had a testing station set up on the side of the road.
So you just went to any old... It could have been someone trying to... I don't want to say anything because now you're going to get that.
What?
How do you know that it wasn't just some rando person trying to like inject you with rando shit?
It could have been.
What do you mean? Why would you?
Shit comes.
You're so nuts. Why in God's name would you do that? Why
They
would
offered
you
me
go
the COVID shot. I said, "I'll take the COVID shot."
No, you didn't say that. That's not what happened.
Okay, so I went back the second time. The second time I was ready to take the COVID shot, and there are 2 nurses there. I felt good. There are 2 nurses there,
Of course.
and they said, "Okay, do you have any heart issues?" They asked me that.
They don't ask that.
They asked me that in preparation. They
They
said
might
something
ask.
like,
They might ask
actually,
me that. By
here's
the
what
way,
happened. I'll give you the real
oh,
truth.
the truth is going to come
They
out.
said something like, "Okay, just so you know, these mRNA vaccines can sometimes cause myocarditis. So, do you have any heart issues?"
Oh, that's all they had to ask.
And then I said,
That's all they had to ask.
"I said, yeah, I get palpitations."
Okay.
And then I was like, "Is that a problem?" And then they were like, No, it's fine."
Yeah.
But then I was like, "But are you sure it's not a problem?" And then
These are 2 nurses on the side of the road?
Yes.
Okay. They may not have been nurses. They may have been phone nurses.
They're nurses. They got the badges. They're nurses.
Okay.
One of them starts telling me, "Okay, maybe go talk to your doctor before getting this thing." And the other one's like, "No, just get this thing right now."
I'm with the second one.
There's like devil and angel on my shoulders.
Good
over
cop,
here.
bad cop.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
So what was it?
I left.
You left?
I started my heart started palpitating there and then, and I said, "I'm leaving and get the fuck out of this thing."
Oh, for crying out loud, Cam.
So then I talked to my doctor friend.
For how long?
An hour.
I figured. I knew that something was going on. I heard you say, "Oh, hi," and then the next thing you know, you left our family dinner for a full hour.
I need to get some scoop on my fucking heart.
I was suffering at that point.
What?
I had the vaccine the day before.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
I was feeling icky.
No, it was a completely different day.
All right. Anyway, go on.
I'm making this about you.
I'm not making it about me, but I just remember that you left the dinner for like an hour.
So what?
I know what happened.
Yeah.
Your sister was waiting to get right
That's
home.
right.
Yeah. And so you just slept for an hour to barrage your poor friend who
That's correct.
had literally it'd be worth it for him not to go into medicine, not to have to deal with you.
That's true.
It's your best
Anyway,
friend.
he gave me the green light. So I went next day to get the fucking vaccine. And
What did he say?
There's some. Well, he said, get the fucking vaccine. You're not going to get myocarditis.
How many questions did you ask him?
About 1 million. So I get there the third day, and there's some shady shit going on.
You're back on the side of the road.
Back on the side of the road.
Why didn't
the
you
nurse,
just go to a normal place like everybody else does?
They were offering the Pfizer. I said, I'll take the Pfizer. They bring out the lunchbox with the Pfizer in it.
What's with the lunchbox?
They had the fucking thing in a lunchbox with ice in it.
I've never heard of this before.
You need a cooler. You can't just
No,
have
I've never heard about the fact that people are on the side of the road handing out vaccines to people.
Well, so then she hands me this sheet of paper and she says, okay, so sign here because to say you're eligible, and you should sign here because you are eligible.
See, it's a little.
It was like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're eligible.
That's what I'm telling you.
Like, what do you mean I'm eligible?
I think they're all told. Just let people know that they're all eligible, so that they, And meanwhile,
well, so I started.
They just
reading,
want to get rid of the vaccines.
I started reading the fucking list of all the things, and it
I
says,
didn't read the list at all. I just checked. Yes.
I wanted to make sure I was being honest, and it said one of the things: if you think you work in an at risk work environment, you should get this vaccine.
What kind of at-risk work environment do you work in? You work by yourself, or you're with me?
I work with you.
What is that? Why are you at risk? What does that mean?
I work with the elderly.
You work with. I'm the elderly.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
I said it. I work with the elderly. I need to
you
get the vaccine.
work with the elderly. You're talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, for crying out! Can you believe this?
You agree, Dale? I'm keeping the whole pod safe.
I'll be checking that same box.
Yeah, that's right. You work with the elderly too.
Both of you guys. What is this?
Yes, you work with the.
I'm not the elderly. What do you mean elderly?
Yeah, I work with the elderly. She's stressed out. Elderly, can't give her COVID. Absolutely not.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So I put that thing right in me, and
you felt guilt free after telling them you work with the elderly.
I didn't even tell that. She wanted to give it to me no matter what.
I know.
It was crazy. Yep. Anyway, so
So you're vaccinated.
I'm vaxxed. I don't
Triple.
understand. This is gonna be like you get the vax, and then 6 months you have fun, and then you have to get the vax again. You have a miserable night, then 6 months fun. Is this what we're gonna do?
I don't know.
That's what it seems like.
If it is, it is. I have to take a bunch of other shit. When you get to be elderly, you have to take vaccines.
See?
Like every other day, I got to get another shingles vaccine. I got to get something for my osteoporosis infusions.
Oh my god!
I got to get, it's unbelievable. And the dog has to get all these vaccinations.
Everyone's getting shots.
There's influenza, but they're going around to the dogs. And I had a diplodoctor. I don't even know what the fuck it sounds like.
Diplodocus.
It sounded like some sort of like Tyrannosaurus Rex vaccine for the dog.
Oh my god!
It's crazy.
I've been having some. I am still having heart issues, so now I do have this thing on me.
What the
Dale?
fuck is going on there?
Yeah, I got a 3-lead
Oh my
EKG tapped on me.
God! He's wearing the EKG wires.
This is horrible.
What is this?
And that, and
I
of
am
course,
I am actually so glad you did this
of course
because you
the-
already canceled this appointment like 3 times.
because
already.
what's happening is that I'll get into this on letters to my doctor later on. I feel like it's too much doctor talk.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's too
You're
much.
walking around with an entire array of cords and little
wires.
wires and cords
It's a
and
3-lead EKG wire.
what?
Yeah, 3-lead EKG.
Why are you wearing that?
I've got palpitations.
You ordered something on Amazon.
I know. It wasn't enough.
Unbelievable.
Anyway,
Anything else going on in your life, Cam?
I was thinking, who drinks pop these days?
You were thinking who drinks pop these days?
So you know you don't have a lot of things going on in your life. That when my life updates, one of the questions I've been thinking a lot about recently is who drinks pop these days?
It's funny that you thought that because I was thinking who chews gum these days.
What's going on?
I don't know, but these weird questions have been popping into my mind as well.
Dale, you drink pop or chew gum?
Well, I can't chew gum because of my jaw.
Yeah.
And don't really. I stopped drinking pop as soon as I had to start buying my own pop.
Who's drinking pop?
Wait, can I just say something about pop? It's only a Midwest term. Nobody even knows what we're talking about unless they're in the Midwest. Everyone else calls it soda.
Who drinks soda?
I like soda water.
No, but I'm talking about Coca-Cola.
It's funny that you say that because I saw a guy, he was doing landscaping in my building, and he's carrying a case on his shoulder of regular Coke. And he was a little heavy. And I wanted to say to him, I restrained myself, but I wanted to say,
God.
what are you doing with all that Coca-Cola?
Could you
Nobody needs to
imagine?
drink all that Coca-Cola.
How would he have responded if you said
I
that?
wouldn't say that.
This is why I feel like I'm working with the elderly. Only the elderly would even have
I
that
was
thought.
trying to help him by saying that I've seen an experiment where they take a cup and they pour Coca-Cola in there, and then they have like a screw that's rusty, and all the rust comes off of the screw. Do you ever see that, Dale?
I have a vivid memory of Dad going to sleep and opening up a can of Coke as he's like on his bedside, on his nightstand.
Right, and maybe it was Diet Coke.
Yeah, but that's nuts. Who's doing that?
All right, well,
Who's drinking that shit and putting it in their teeth?
I don't know. Who was doing it?
I don't know. That's how boring my life is these days.
Well,
I've
what
been
did you-
ruminating on
There
that.
is something I would like to talk to you about.
Yes, what's going on in your life, Mom?
No, you told me the other day something weird about you. You thought something was smothering you. This is the conversation. I wake up and I'm saying, "Good morning. What's going on?" Well, I thought something was smothering me last night. What was it?
What are you talking about?
You told me that you thought something was smothering you.
No, here's what happened.
What?
I was lying in bed.
Yes.
I don't know, I was passed out on my arm or something like that.
Yeah.
And I felt something touch my body. And so I flung it off me, whatever the fuck it was. And I realized it was my own arm. That was completely numb
That's
and
what it was.
asleep.
That's exactly what you told me.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
I know.
All right. You have some issues.
What's going on in your life, Mother?
Well, that was kind of an exciting thing that went on. I crashed a little party. One of my friends in the building was having a little party, so I crashed it, and the chef there offered me a gummy,
Okay.
and I said no, I don't do that. And he goes, "Oh, it's so fun, peer pressure me and all that." And
You crashed a party.
Well, she said you want to come, and I think she meant a drink, and ended up staying the whole night.
Okay.
But anyway.
It's classic.
Classic. But anyway, the gummy, I don't like gummies because then it sits in your body and you don't know how long it's going to last. And sometimes I see double and triple and all that other stuff. Meanwhile, D's can even take 100 grams and not feel anything. Anyway, he says to me, you're going to be in for a long night after I popped it in my mouth.
Oh my God! I would have shit my pants.
I freaked the fuck out.
Who
I don't know.
says that?
I don't know what
that
he
would have
meant
made
by
me
that.
so paranoid.
He might have meant like you'll have a great night of sex.
Were you freaking out?
I pulled it out of my mouth. I actually, it was only a quarter or whatever it was. So I can't imagine. It was probably 10 milligrams. He gave me a half and I pulled out a half of that. So probably a quarter was left. But I did feel some sort of effect of this gummy.
Yeah, of course.
And what do you think happens? I see this guy and I start talking to him about because I can't shut the fuck up when I'm taking these gummies.
Okay, of course.
And he says to me, he says, "What do you do?" I said, "I host a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom." And he goes, "Uh-huh." And I go, "You're not going to respond?" He goes, "Yeah, right. You host a podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom." He goes, "I listened to that. I've been listening to that for 2 years."
No way.
Yeah. He didn't believe it.
Wow. So you found a fan.
It was so exciting. And then some guy walks up after him and goes, "Oh, there's Karen from TikTok. She's big." I was like, what the fuck?
Look at that.
Plus, I was officially fucked up, so I didn't know. I was also drinking champagne, and
You must have felt like a rock star.
I did. I felt like a rock star.
That's amazing.
It was fun. And that's about the highlight of my life, other than getting a question here from the Jigga Man
Okay.
on TikTok.
What did he say?
He said, "If you're ridiculously well endowed, should you warn a potential partner?"
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I said, "Good question."
What do you say?
I think she'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Yes. Is this just his way of telling you he's well endowed?
It's possible. He's always telling me how well endowed he is. But yeah, I mean, I think you should explain, because it might be, scaring the person, that you know how to work with your member, and it's not going to hurt, especially if you do certain positions.
Yeah, it's nice. What position is better if you got a big ass dick?
I'm imagining that if the woman is on top, maybe it's
because they can control.
She can control it more.
That's a very good idea.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyway, that's it for my life. What
That's it. That's it. Went to a party, crashed a party, was
Crashed.
recognized.
Yeah, it was all
got fucked up.
very exciting news.
That's very fun. You live a good life, Mother.
I do. I live it to the fullest.
So, Mother, you have sleep issues?
I certainly do. But something has helped me very much.
What is that?
Mattresses by Helix.
Helix Sleep creates literally the best mattress I've ever slept on.
And why is that, Cam?
Because they don't just give you a one-size-fits-all mattress.
No, they have a quiz that takes just a few minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. I mean, why would you buy a mattress made for someone else?
There's no reason to. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they ask you a bunch of different questions, like, do you prefer a soft mattress or a medium or a firm mattress? They even make mattresses that are great for cooling you down if you sleep hot. And they have mattresses for Helix Plus mattresses are for plus size sleepers. So really, it's anything that makes you a unique sleeper, they can work with. You take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again.
It's awesome. You don't need to take my word for it or Cam's word for it. It's been awarded #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by not just GQ and Wired magazine.
And you get 100 nights risk-free. So what do you got to lose?
Nothing.
Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/sextalk. That's helixsleep.com/sextalk. Like sex talk with my mom. I think it's time for hit on or shit on.
Oh, shit. Okay, so before when I was feeling like really like happy about being recognized and all that other stuff, this is not good.
High highs, low lows.
I got some low lows.
What's going on here?
Well, do you have any hit on or shit ons first?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's hear what you got first.
I was tagged in an Instagram post by someone I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
The Instagram post is a picture of it's a meme of Stu Pickles. You know who that is from the Rugrats?
No.
Yeah, it's Tommy Pickles' dad. He looks like this, Mom. You see that?
Oh, it's a cute thing.
Yeah, it's a cute thing. She wrote single cam comedy energy.
Is that a hit
And
on or
single
shit
cam
on?
comedy energy of this guy. This guy looks like it's a cartoon of a maybe 45 to 50-year-old man who looks
No,
like
he's not 45 or
he's
50.
fucked up. Look at this.
Maybe just the hair.
He's all spiky. He looks like he's stoned. He's got big ass eyes and a huge schnoz and a huge mouth. And she writes at single cam comedy energy.
Okay, so I guess that's not that's not a compliment. That's a shit on.
It's a full blown shit on. And you know it's a shit on because I asked in the in the reply, I said, in what way am I like this person? And she responded, I don't know. There's just something about the energy. This is not a shit on. If you have to say this is not a shit on,
It's a
it's
shit
a
on.
fucking shit on.
Yeah, if you're qualifying, that's definitely a shit on. No
So thank
question.
you very much, hey there, honeysuckle, for that shit on.
Okay.
What do you got, Mother?
This is what I got.
By the way, for our new listeners, hit on or shit on is where we get to share your comments and any feedback we get from you and determine whether they are a hit on or a shit on.
Right. And so here we go. So somebody named Dencat says, and this is on my TikTok after I did a really fun little dance. He said, has anyone ever said take dance lessons with a little face of like a surprised face?
What a fucker.
That's an asshole thing to say.
Yeah.
And so then another guy said, hey, I'd love to take dance lessons with you, which I consider to be a hit on.
So you got back-to-back shit on a hit on.
Oh, I went off on him in a special video, and then he said, was he telling you the truth? The truth will set you free. What the fuck?
Tell this guy to take some fucking dance lessons.
I did. I told him he should take nice lessons.
Nice lessons?
Yeah.
Fucking got him.
Got him.
That's a fucking roast if I ever heard one.
Yeah. And I also told him he's a mean one, too.
Are you done with the hit on or shit on now?
Yep. I'm done.
All right. That's hit on or shit on.
Is it Mom's News?
Yep. It's time for Mom's News.
Mom's news.
Mom's News. Mom's News is the segment where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. Mother, what do we got this week?
I got some good stuff.
Yeah?
It kind of goes along with our whole theme, which is 27 sexual fetishes and kinks you've never heard before.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Here we go. So, I mean, we probably have heard of a lot of these. I'm just skip through some of them so we don't have 27 of
You
them.
think we're pretty advanced?
I think we're pretty advanced.
Give me something that.
For example, Cam, let's see where you are at in these.
By the way, where's this coming from?
Actually, Women's Health.
Women's Health Mag.
Yep.
.com.
Not one of my usual sources.
Wow, it's a little more reputable than usual.
Yes, cuckolding. Do you know what cuckolding is?
Yep.
It's a form of BDSM power play. Okay.
Oh, we know
This
that.
one I did not know. Clismaphilia.
Clismophilia.
Yeah.
What is
This
that?
turn on is one experienced by people who find enemas arousing. It's a Greek term referring to the pleasure someone experiences from relieving themselves while using an enema. They enjoy the pressurized feeling.
Did the
Maybe
Greeks?
this is what you need to do.
Did the Greeks have enemas that they were using?
They must have, yeah. It's the feeling or knowledge of having their bowels cleaned. In other cases, it's about giving an enema or preparing the body for an enema. Most clismophiles discover their fetish after having a doctor recommend enema in childhood.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
So, and the other ones were like nylon.
I could see how taking a good shit can be arousing.
Wow.
It's
So
a complete relief.
You are one of these.
A clismophile?
You're a clismophile, or whatever it is.
Okay. What else you
The
got,
rest
Mother?
are all kind of like ones that like nylons, pregnancy, whips, wax, bondage. Age play is a kind of fetish that involves an exchange of power. In this activity, partners will role play and act as if they are different ages than what they actually are. A common combination is an adult and a baby who would be cared for like an infant or a young child. Have you ever wanted to be in diapers and be a baby or vice versa?
No. Have you?
Not at all. No.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
At what point in your young relationship do you tell someone about a fetish that you have?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Did you have an answer?
No.
Okay.
Maybe like
I think you would have to.
when you maybe second date.
I think you don't say that until you start having like sex. I
And-
don't think you need to bring up. I think it can actually scare someone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the
that
same
happened with
time-
me and Dee's actually the first night.
What?
Yeah, he said something to me as he was leaving, like, "Oh, I can get a lot of kinkier than this," and I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Oh, okay. I did not want to hear that. Okay.
It wasn't any big deal, but I'm just saying.
He was
that-
talking a big game.
Yeah, and you don't say that because the person who doesn't even know you very well could say, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah.
Here's also.
But you can, on the other hand, you want to say it early enough that you get your needs met eventually. You know, they need to be aware of that.
No, you may never get your need. If someone wanted to do that enema fetish with you, you might want to say no to that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or there's another one called queerophilia, which is also known as a hand fetish.
Queerophilia. Queeroffilia.
A person who is queerophilia is especially drawn to fingers and hands.
Oh
Clean
wow,
you with your nail polish there.
that's interesting.
We got foot fetish. We know about that.
What do you think it is about the hands that it apparently it is the most human part of the body?
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
Holly Randall, the photographer and adult filmmaker, came on our show and she said it was the thing that you don't realize is that you really need to focus on the hands during a photo shoot.
Did not know this.
How are you placing the hands?
Well, body language.
People it somehow it's your eye gets drawn to the hand whether you know it or not.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's why when people want to, if they're like, isn't it like if you're tripping or something and you need to like, or even if you're lucid dreaming, you should look at your hands to ground yourself.
Well, yeah, people say pinch yourself to make sure you're alive, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've heard these things. I don't really know.
Well, here's one that you
Who
might
knows?
like. I think some of the people's bucket list, whatever they call their bucket list. I don't know what I'm saying. Somnophilia, sometimes referred to as a sleeping beauty syndrome. It's defined getting arousal from a person who is seemingly asleep or unconscious.
Oh
which is
wow!
what we talked about.
Yeah.
So that person has a name for what they're looking
Look
at.
at that. Can
Here-
we?
here's-
How many
okay.
of these? You
Just
got
a
this
few
is a
more.
big fucking list over here.
Cataptrophilia is a fascination with mirrors.
Cata-
Watching yourself in sexual situations. Do you have- do you-
Cataptrophilia.
I could be the one of those.
I think I am in that. I was thinking about putting a big mirror across my bedroom.
And would you do this as well? Electrostimulation can
No.
be considered a subset of sensation play. It involves creating arousal through a sensation of electric shock.
I've got too much electricity.
You're ready to go right now.
I'm fucking all hooked up right now.
You are wired up, and you can practice stimulation.
You think this button is would electrify me if I hit it?
I think you should not do this. Here's one for our
I look so
Our producer,
lumpy
Dale.
right now.
consensual voyeurism.
Look at that.
Looking in and looking out.
All right, last one, mother.
All right, last one. Oh boy, lactophilia. Autoanophilias might also take great interest in a baby bottle, potentially filled with real breast milk, and that can be a fetish too. According to this guy, people who either want to watch a woman who's lactating or consume her breast milk.
Wow.
A relationship might involve a man and a woman who's expressing breast milk. The latter derives sexual pleasure from sucking the former in what's referred to as a nursing relationship.
This is very interesting.
Oh boy. Oh
Very
boy.
interesting. All right, mother. Thank you very much for Mom's News.
Mom's news.
Mom's news.
Oh wait. One other one.
Mom.
Urophilia. The fetish for people who are sexually aroused by being urinated on, also colloquially known as water sports. I like to call it golden shower.
We know the golden showers. We've talked about golden shower. I think we had a whole episode about golden showers, actually. Mother,
Yes.
Thank you for sharing
just,
Mom's news.
glancing through the list to see if there's anything about
Mom,
eating poop.
Mom,
What? You're done?
done.
And that was Mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's news.
You know why I'm done?
Because I know why you're done.
Because it's that time of the show, my friends.
Oh, here we go.
The time that you look forward to every freaking week.
Just dying to hear it.
The time when your skin crawls with delight.
Oh, yes.
The time when your taint gets tickled and tormented. It's Cam's Uppers.
Cam's Uppers is a place to be.
Fun living is a life for me. It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I get to share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
boring,
or
dull as dirt.
Dull as dirt, or
Snooze fest.
and I just want to acknowledge that Dale is literally yawning right now.
He's getting ready. He's ready.
He's tucking in.
He's yawning.
It's Cam's Uppers.
And he had coffee before this.
This is great.
It's got to be so boring.
This is
on his caffeine-driven high, which I gave him an espresso today.
Yep.
He's still yawning at the thought of what's coming up next.
It's exactly right. This is I have been reading a book called Exhalation by Ted Chiang. Chiang. It might just be Chang. Spelled
It
with
does
an I.
not matter. No one else is reading that book. That book sounds boring. That sounds doldrums.
It's a book of short science fiction stories that are very philosophical. I love it.
Go for it.
Okay, so one of the little stories.
You don't even like sci-fi, though.
I like it.
Okay.
It's not sci-fi like, oh, it's like, you're traveling to space and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, nothing against that, but it doesn't appeal to me as much as like these more allegorical stories. So this one involves
Like The Little Prince.
or The Alchemist. This is similar. The first short story involves alchemy.
I don't remember what that is.
It's like more of like an ancient woo-woo type of shit.
Okay.
Where the people could think that you could take a metal and turn it into gold if you know.
All right.
Anyway, so in this story, they talk about this gate of years. It looks like a big door frame that you can walk through, and you can talk to yourself. You walk into the world 20 years from now,
Oh, okay.
and you can go find yourself 20 years from now, and then you can walk back through the gate, and you can actually see yourself 20 years prior. Okay, you follow?
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, actually.
So I started thinking to myself, what would you say if you met the person 20 years from now that
You met
are?
you.
You met you 20 years from now.
You probably
would you-
want. You'd probably say, what took you so long?
What took you so long?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You want to be an old man now.
No, I would not say that. How would you answer the question?
What would I say to my younger self?
No. To your older self.
To my older self when I'm
20
90?
years from now. You're not fucking 70 right now.
All right, so when I'm in my 80s,
Yes.
what would I say?
Yeah. What would you want to
You
find
thought it
out?
was hard in your 60s? Where'd you get up to where I am now?
Wait. For your mom. What is that 50s character that just came out? Like this old ass 50s guy advertiser.
Oh my God! Because if I'm already stiff as a board in the morning when I wake up, I can't even imagine when I'm 80. Oh my God!
So, is there something you want to find out from the 80-year-old self? Is it
No. Maybe I should ask her if I should do some more on my bucket list.
How about if you went back through the gate now to the person 20 years prior to this?
I would say, enjoy your fat ass while you had it.
Oh my God.
What would you say?
Well, I started thinking about this question. And I started thinking, what would I want to find out from Cam 20 years from now? 52-year-old Cam.
Okay, what would you say?
And that's a hard question. I didn't
You're
know
the
exactly.
one who came up with the question.
So then I started thinking, well, what about if I go back? What would I want to have told the younger Kim, the 12-year-old Kim?
Did you say, don't be so neurotic?
I would grab him by the shoulders, and I would shake him, and I say, "Stop it!
Stop it.
Stop worrying!"
The dog is freaked out by you.
That's what I would do.
Stop worrying so
Stop
much.
worrying, take more risks, and just fucking live life. You're gonna die very soon.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
You're going to die when
And
you're
I
50?
had a feeling that I would say that's my 12-year-old self.
Oh,
Right
so
near
that's
my
a
bar
nice
mitzvah.
thing to hear. When
Right
you're about
before my bar
to
mitzvah.
Get bar mitzvah, you're going to die soon?
Yeah. And I'm thinking my 52-year-old self would probably shake me even harder saying that.
You know, I remember when my grandmother used to say, time flies so fast. And I thought she was
Oh,
being a pain in
God.
the ass, but she was right.
You're becoming very doldrum.
What?
Yeah, that's a very sad doldrum. That's a
You
downer.
just said you're going to die soon, and I'm.
This is
I'm
Cam's
the,
uppers, not Karen Lee's downers.
Wait, did you not say 2 seconds ago that you tell the 20-year-old and the 50-year-old that they're going to die soon?
I said you stop worrying so much right now and take more risks.
And then you added, and because you're going to die soon.
Okay, well, that's understood. Yeah, we're going to die soon.
Oh, man, I'm going to read that book. Not.
That's Cam's uppers.
Suppers.
This is the place
Place
to
to
be.
be.
Again, that's Exhalation by Ted Chang or Chang.
You know what? We have one other segment of the show which we missed last week, but I would like to hear this week.
What is it, Mother?
Letters to my doctor.
Oh, letters to my doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, we did talk a lot about medical stuff already, so I'm a little
So just
hesitant.
So just go into it.
Do you want to hear the most recent letter to the doctor involving the EKG? Or
Yes.
I don't even know if there's a lot of humor to this. It's more frustration.
What is it?
I went to the doctor. I told him I've got palpitations. He's like, we got to put a 48-hour EKG on you. Tape it right to your fucking chest. He did not tell me, by the way, that I was not going to be able to shower for 48 hours.
You care.
I care.
All right.
Anyway.
This guy probably said, here he comes. He's insane. I was just going to tell him I'm slapping an EKG because he already said no to the EKG like twice and then came back and got more.
No. This is the first time. So he told me we're going to put it on you. So then I emailed him a week later. The appointment was set for the following week. A couple days before the appointment, I have no palpitations whatsoever.
Right, because there's nothing wrong with you.
No. There was something wrong with my heart. Is palpitating nonstop.
Everybody has. It's not palpitating nonstop because you don't even have any palpitations.
Well, so then, of course, leading up to the fucking EKG, it goes away. So I
Shocking.
show up to the fucking EKG appointment, and I tell the receptionist, what's going on here? I don't have palpitations. And she goes, okay, well, you can still put it on. It's $85 for the copay.
Then the cheap part, the anxious part versus the cheap part comes out.
I fucking bolted. I said, I'll come back when I got more palps. I'm not going to fucking do that.
No $85 just because you're nuts.
So then I send my doctor this email. Hello, doctor. I have some good news. My palpitations seem to have gone away. I turned in a large project for work last Monday when I saw you and haven't had a palpitation since. It seems quite related to stress.
Who writes that to their doctor? You're not even friends with your doctor.
I'm very friendly with him.
This is not your doctor friend. This is the strange doctor that you've never met before.
He's not strange.
You're telling him about your workload and everything.
He wants to know this.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I then go on to say, during our appointment, I had scheduled my EKG to be placed on me today, but it seems like it wouldn't be worthwhile given the lack of palps. I showed up to the appointment.
You abbreviated to palps?
Yeah, we're friendly like that. I showed up to the appointment, and the receptionist suggested that I could just come back if they return, which is not entirely. She did say that, but that was by my prodding. Does this sound like a reasonable plan to you? And should I hold off on the lab work for now? Thanks, Kim. Didn't respond to me for a fucking week.
I can see why.
Of course, the palpitations come back.
Of course.
I don't hear from him, so I scheduled the fucking EKG appointment again.
And you were ready to cancel again.
Leading up to the fucking appointment?
Yes.
No palps. Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you see a pattern here?
So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to pay the $85, get the fucking thing strapped to my chest. I don't give a flying fuck if they're palps or not palps. I'm getting this thing done.
You're probably one of the youngest people to ever have this thing put on.
I went in today. I bulldozed in front of like a 95-year-old man.
Oh, God.
I was like, no.
So mean.
I know. I felt a little bad about it, but then I was like, he's going to take so long in the check-in.
And not only is he not...
I just need to be in and out with this fucking
he probably
thing.
have anything else to do. This is the highlight of his day.
It's his highlight of his day. His heart's probably not in great shape anyway.
What the hell?
He's old.
Oh, my God. He's elderly. He's probably my age.
95. I don't know. All right. Anyway, that's letters to my doctor.
So you have the damn thing on you, and you're
I'm completely hooked up, and it's
insane.
nuts.
If anybody wants to check this out, we have to put a picture of this on Instagram.
Oh
It's
God, I don't
insane.
want this out in the world, mother.
Oh my God. Anyway, that's letters to my doctor.
Letters to my doctor. We got some nice listener texts that I thought I could read.
I'd love to hear listener texts.
Cassie said, again, birthday Cassie. Yesterday I was listening to your episode with Sex Nerd Sandra. Y'all were talking about how it can affect you physically being with the wrong person. Cam's dick got hot, but the rest of him was cold and shivering.
I love that.
I can relate. That is one of the 3 words I would use to describe losing my virginity. Shivering.
Aw.
I also didn't know other people had this reaction. My boyfriend at the time was excellent, though, and checked in the whole time to make sure he could continue despite my body being
Ice cold?
yeah, visibly uncomfortable. Don't worry, I wasn't the only one anxious, because at the end he gets out of his truck and goes into the woods and throws up.
Ah.
So romantic, I know. But I think I think it was a get it over with situation for both of us, as we weren't together much longer after that and didn't ever do it again. And I never got the shivers again either.
Oh. And what a beautiful story.
Isn't that a beautiful story? I wish I could relate, but unfortunately I get the shivers pretty much every time that I hook up with someone. That didn't end when I lost my virginity fucking 20 years old.
What's going on there? What are you
19
getting
years old.
shivers for when you're having sex?
I have no clue. I could just imagining hooking up with someone for the first time. Might start shivering. I don't know what's going on.
Because all the blood is rushing to your dick.
You think that's the case?
Totally.
Cold and coming.
Cold and coming. That's you, Cam. We got any other
That's my memoir's name.
listeners' text?
We did. We got one from Claire, who says, "Hi, hope your week is off to a great start. I loved the episode with Jessica Lagnato, the astrologer, last week. I never really had given astrology any weight before beyond being a fun way to try to describe yourself." Let me try saying that again. I had never really given astrology any weight before beyond being a fun way to describe yourself. But after hearing how Jessica was able to nail you both so accurately, I'm giving it second thoughts.
Wow.
Definitely plan on listening to her podcast, and she was fascinating. Thanks, as usual, for the hilarious and thought-provoking episode. Thank you, Claire.
We have a convert there.
We got a convert.
I love it.
You like that she's switching the
I do.
into the astrology world?
Yeah.
Did you think our readings were so spot on?
I did think they were.
She was, I don't know if I need to remind you, she was very surprised when I said that I wanted to have children.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't surprised. She just said, "Mom, I hate to break it to you. You're probably not going to have grandchildren."
She literally asked me if I wanted to have human children. That was her response.
Meaning maybe you should stick to dogs.
Or a polyamorous relationship.
What?
Later on, I said.
Oh, yeah.
And we got one more question from Daniel, which was, do you want to see my dick?
No.
Great.
Great.
Thanks for that
Do you think
commentary,
he was
Daniel.
questioning to you or to me? Or
I think
to...
that was probably to me, I think.
I think so too.
We're coming to the end of the show. I wanted to thank everyone who supported this show and made it possible, especially our Sneaky Freak patrons who we got to see this past Thursday.
Patreon is a way you can support us at a very low level of financial support. Is that a good way of saying it?
Yeah, for $5 a month, you can join us on Discord and have access to an exclusive chat room with all the other Sneaky Freaks.
Zoom parties.
We do monthly Zooms. We get to hang out with you, and it helps us keep the lights on and present this as both a video podcast and an audio podcast.
And our last Patreon party was so fun. If you want to join Patreon, it's patreon.com/sex talk with my mom.
And if you want to support us another way, please leave us a rating and review.
Woohoo! We love to wake up to ratings and reviews.
If you don't know how, you can very easily learn by going to ratethispodcast.com/mom. It tells you exactly which app on your phone will be able to rate us.
That's
or computer.
ratethispodcast.com/mom.
We got a review I wanted to read.
Let's hear it.
It said 5 stars. This is a really good podcast, but I was
Yay.
in the middle of one and it said explicit. Then I couldn't listen to it, so please, can you soon change the rating? From Converius.
Well, what the hell?
I'm not fully sure what the fuck that means.
It said explicit. So, in other words, he started watching it, or listening to it, rather, and then he realized it said explicit?
Here's the thing. We're not going to change the rating. It's going to be explicit. We're going to talk about licking boots and fucking orgies.
Yeah. You know why? Because I can't do it on YouTube anymore. Apparently, they demonetized me now
Yeah.
for all my entire channel.
So thank you for that 5-star review.
Get kicked off TikTok. Why? Same kind of thing. What is going
We're
on?
letting it all hang out on this podcast.
What's going on with the world? Why is the world so uptight about sex?
I don't know. We're letting it hang out on this podcast, and we'd appreciate if you share this with a friend. It would mean the world to us.
And send some ratings our way so that we can keep this thing going.
That's right.
We love you, you guys.
We love you.
And because we love you, I'm going to sing a song.
Yes.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having a sex bucket time for these.
Sex bucket time for these?
I was going to say EKGs,
EKGs would have been way better.
but then I figured, nah,
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. We love you all.
love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.